devices have evolved significantly over the years, but it may be a surprise to some that the idea of a smart home is actually decades old. Let's take a look at a comprehensive history of smart home devices. One of the first home automation systems was the clapper created in 1980, and this was a simple sound-activated device that allowed users to turn lights on and off by clapping their hands. In the 1980s and 1990s, early home automation systems emerged and offered basic control of lighting, heating, and security, but these devices relied on wired connection and were limited in functionality. With the growth of the internet in the late 1990s, home automation systems were able to incorporate internet connectivity, and users could control and monitor their homes through web interfaces and mobile apps. The 2010s brought significant advancements in voice-controlled home automation systems such as the Alexa, and today, home systems utilize AI and machine learning for personalized automation and predictive features. You may be wondering, how can these devices benefit me? Will you be able to learn more from my co-anchor, Anthony?
Thanks, Ashley, for the insightful look into the background of smart home devices. I'm Anthony, and let's dive into the benefits of these smart home devices and how they're transforming modern living. One big advantage is energy efficiency. Devices like smart thermostats and lighting systems automatically adjust settings based on your habits, saving energy and lowering that utility bill. Accessibility is another key benefit. Smart home technologies provide invaluable assistance to people with disabilities or elderly users, making daily tasks easier and promoting independent living. Let's not forget the time saving feature. Smart home devices streamline routine activities from scheduling appliances to managing grocery lists, freeing up valuable time for meaningful activities like being with family or even relaxing after work. While these benefits are undeniable, it's important to consider the challenges that come with this convenience. Let's turn now to the discussion with Amina on how smart home automation may impact social connection.
Thank you, Anthony. I'm Amina, an AI expert here to discuss how smart home technologies, while convenient, might contribute to social isolation. AI-powered devices like virtual assistants make life easier by handling tasks and even engaging in conversation. But as we rely more on AI, we might reduce real human interaction. For example, virtual assistants like Alexa or Google Home can feel like companions, but they can't replace the depth of human connection. Over time, some people may prefer these interactions over the complexity of real relationships. This is especially concerning for those who are already isolated, like the elderly, as AI could unintentionally deepen their sense of loneliness. Of course, this doesn't mean that we should avoid AI altogether, but rather we need to be mindful of how we integrate it into our lives. Smart home devices should complement human interactions, not replace it. Now, let's turn to Ansh for a discussion on the privacy risks of smart home technologies.
For the discussion on social implications of smart home devices. Now let's focus on the privacy risks tied to the data that smart home devices collect. Devices like smart speakers, cameras, and thermostats gather detailed data on our daily lives, from our routines to our preferences. While this helps personalize services, it also opens the door to serious privacy concerns. Much of this data is stored in the cloud, making it a target for hackers. And even if there are no security breaches, many companies sell or share this data for marketing, often without users fully understanding how their information is being used. This means your personal information could be exposed, whether through a data breach or being sold to third parties. The more data these devices collect, the more control we lose over our own privacy. To protect yourself, it's crucial to adjust privacy settings and limit data sharing where possible. While smart homes can make life easier, we need to be vigilant about the privacy risks they bring. With that, let's turn it over to Aakash.
Thank you, everyone, for highlighting the key aspects of smart home devices. In conclusion, these technologies represent a double-edged sword. On one side, they offer unparalleled convenience, energy efficiency, and accessibility, revolutionizing modern living. On the other hand, they pose significant challenges, from fostering social isolation to threatening personal privacy and security. As we continue to adopt these technologies, it's essential to navigate this landscape thoughtfully. By encouraging responsible innovation, stricter data protection measures, and public awareness, we can ensure smart home devices remain tools for empowerment rather than sources of harm. The balance between embracing technology and safeguarding our values will define how these devices shape our future. As policymakers and technologists, this is an opportunity and responsibility that lies ahead of us. Thank you.